YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is mainly for talks, and I share my ideas and views on some topics like, peace, success, something like that. The reason why I started it was because I like to think deeper, while showering also. And when you can't sleep, I like to think about different topics and create my own definitions about things. Well, I'm not gonna tell you guys to like and subscribe because I know you all are fed up with all those YouTube videos saying to please like and subscribe. Well, I'm not gonna repeat that again because it happened with me. I'm also really tired of watching all the videos saying please like and subscribe. So moving on, I'm just a 12-year-old kid, so sometimes what I say might not make sense. I really hope you'll support me in that and correct me whenever needed. So without getting delayed, let's move on to our today's topic. And today's topic is about life. I will share what I think about life, and also along with the definition, the proper definition. At first, I want to say that everything has its own advantages and disadvantages. If you look at it from different position and point of view and think deeper about it, then everything indeed has. There's nothing in this world that doesn't have pros or cons. Let me give you an example for more clarification. Like development. Its pros are it made the world more interesting, and then it made the world more interesting because it has created different paths for living life. There are various occupations nowadays, and people can choose wherever, when, which people can choose from many paths of living life. And then it made people's residence more secure because all these tall buildings, and there are more security. There are CCTV cameras, and it's all made up of technologies and inventions, and all these facilities we have, and all these bodyguards and something like that, police, something like that. We are way more secure than the past. But the cons are that it created environment pollution, and it it created imbalance in the ecosystem because nowadays there are news of global warming and climate change and shortage of food. It's all because of development, I can say. And then development has also caused the world to be less adventurous. This is my personal opinion, and I also think because everything is perfect but not perfect. There are various facilities, but I just sometimes wonder if development has reduced our adventure, because exploring things is really rare nowadays, and having adventure is also rare, and we have all these rules and regulations we need to follow. Well, it's not because of the development, maybe it's because of civilization, but whatever. And lack of freedom too, a little bit. This is my opinion. Well, moving on, we have culture and religion. The pros of culture and religion is, of course, it has made our lives more interesting because we get to experience different lifestyles, and we get to know about different fashions and food stuffs. it has led to way more divisions, and as it is the creation of human beings, it is really interesting and mysterious and fun to know about. But the cons is also that it has caused conflicts and wars. Well, you see, Pakistan and um, Muslim and Hindus, and then something like that. And then moving on, we have bullying. Let's go with the pros. For the bully, of course, it is a matter of pleasure, otherwise, why the heck would they do it? It is a matter of pleasure for them. And then in the cons, we have of course, for the one getting bullied, it's not a good memory. It will always remain a scar for their lives. However, like, these pros and cons of everything on earth form the disadvantages and advantages of our life. Because, like, for example, bullying, as I said, its cons are, for the one getting bullied, it's not a good memory, but it forms the sad part of their lives. It's childish, I know. Let's call them the happy part and the sad part. Happy part consists of all these exciting things and good memories of a person's life, while the sad part consists of all the stress, pain, pressure, or the bad memories of their life. Okay, so for the one getting bullied, it's not a bad memory, but if you like let time, even though it's a bad memory for them, like, it is something that forms the downs of your life, and people's life always consists of ups and downs, so it's like completely natural. Bullying, if you want to be a good memory in a person's life, then you shouldn't bully, I know, but if it depends upon your mindset. If you really want to be a bad memory in the person's life, then you can do it. I can't tell if it's right or wrong, because for me, nothing is right and wrong in this world. And as I said, life always has these elements, the happy part and the sad part, because without these, it's completely like incomplete. In the past, people's in the past, where people used to hunt animals for food, like, their happy part was IDK, but maybe exploring things in the forest was their happiness, or like, even, well, getting food was also a happiness for them, of course, because they used to risk lives for that. And then mm, and that time they used to get more freedom than nowadays. So as I like what I think is, maybe nature was their happiness that time. They used to get freedom, and they also used to have more adventures than we do nowadays. Maybe it's my thinking. If I could time travel, then I would know the exact thing, but now it's just my prediction. Like, and the sad part for them, of course, used to be physical pain and a little bit of mental pain too, because I'm not sure. They used to like risk lives for food. They used to get hit or like hurt by animals that time. So maybe physical pain was their sad part. It's childish, I know, but please don't mind. And along with the happy part and the sad part, the reason why people live has also changed with time. In the past, people used to live to survive, only, because and continue their cycle of generations, because they didn't have much more opinion, like paths to choose. But nowadays, as I said before, development has created different paths. Development and civilization has created different paths for life, different occupations, and we can choose it according to our hobbies or like our interests. We can choose. And then, but mostly nowadays people live now. In the present, people live to find their own long lasting happiness, either knowingly or unknowingly. That's my thought, that's my idea. People live to find their own long lasting happiness that doesn't fade away with the rising problems, and I think that's the main aim of life nowadays. Some people think love is their own happiness, and I don't say it's right or wrong. And then some people might think their occupation or doing the job they want according to their hobbies is their happiness. Some might think nature is happiness, and some might think having time with friends and families is their happiness. And it's your own choice. So there is no right and wrong in paths you choose, but the result might not be a satisfaction or dissatisfaction for you, and that is what makes life a success or a failure. So if you get satisfied with the result or the thing you're doing right now, then it's of course a successful life. But if you aren't satisfied with what you're doing right now, but you still don't have the time to start it over again, then of course it will be a dissatisfaction and it will be a failure. This way, like, you see, the reason why people live has also changed. The good part of their life and bad part of their life has also changed in human beings. And to conclude, life is a mystery and unexpected things happen. Like, life is not always what you expect, and life is a challenge or a mission or aim you have to go through, and or it may be simply just an exam to test your bravery. But remember, you always get a reward if you succeed. And if you end your life on your own, then of course you won't get any reward, and that proves you are a coward. I apologize if I'm being harsh, but it is what is the fact. You will always be a coward in the memory of other people.